Side Tarot's Bernadette here, your self-taught intuitive reader. Today I am going to be doing a Virgo spirit messages reading today. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, always glad to have you back. So so today I'm going to be reading from the Unknown Wild Animal Spirit deck, the Celebrity Spirit Oracles, and the Angel Wisdom cards. We also have the Labyrinth, Wisdom of the Owls, Terror of the Owls, and the Waite deck, the original Waite deck, and some angel numbers. So now I'm going to actually start on the reading. So if I get the Wild Known Spirit deck out, the Animal Spirit deck out, and let's see what Animal Spirit's message is for you today. Okay. Right, so we have Turtle today. So Turtle, I'll just get up Turtle for you. Right, so Turtle is a water element in this deck. So, and the Turtle, I find, is a very heartfelt, strong, independent person. Maybe a little bit slow, but then slow and steady wins the race. Have you ever heard the story The Hare and the Tortoise? Well, the Hare and the Tortoise is similar, sort of like the turtle will be slow, but will win the race in the end. So it says here, ancest souls, grounding, trusting, at home in the self. So I feel like, and this really rings true with Virgo. I done a Virgo reading last week, and this really relates to Virgo. They pay quite a lot of attention to the details, and with the details they like to think strategies. Yeah, they like to strategize. It also says here, it's wonderful to be in the presence of turtles' personalities. Like the beaver, the turtle has strong relationships with earth and water elements. Similarities, this helps. Earth and water similarities. With help, the grounding and connecting them to a deep trust of life, no matter where their travels lead them. Turtles' energy is behind all great writers and storytellers as they connect life experiences under the shell for later use. So they're very wise as well. And we've got the Tarot of the Owls as well, so it connects quite well here. Most potent turtle energies helps us close all the other books and begin to sell your own truth tale. So I get a little bit of Scorpio coming in here as well, which is the Death card in Tarot. So I'm getting a little bit of vibe of new beginnings, and also letting go of older things, but keeping them hid in your shell, so that if you need to help somebody at some time, you can take that story out and give wisdom to somebody else. Pay it like Virgo, because this is a spiritual message for Virgos. Like Virgos, it's very paying attention to details, and that's what slows them up a bit, because they pay attention to the details, and then when they've got the time to talk, they have got everything they need right in front of them because they've paid attention. So when in balance, it's peaceful, adventurous and productive. When out of balance, slow down to a halt, bringing into balance an adventure. So there we are. So I'm now going to get the Tarot with the Owls. See what other messages we got. So we got that one. Oh, and anything about horses? I've got a horse box going by me now. Something about horses? Yeah. So we've got the Ten of Swords here. So swords are all about thought processes. So this is what I'm saying about paying particular attention. And when I said taking notice of the details, 5-5 came up. So maybe changing your thought process right now, but paying attention to that thought process. And I feel like you're letting go of whoever has stabbed you in the back before. You're letting go, sort of like, you told me I was ugly. I'm taking that out. I'm beautiful. You told me I'd never have any money. I'm taking that out. I'm a multi-millionaire. You told me I would never amount to anything. I'm a CEO of my business. You know, you're pulling out those limiting beliefs that people have really put into you, and now you're starting to reap the rewards that you sow. So with that, we've got a unite. So I feel like emotionally somebody might want to reunite with you. And if that is so, I don't think in your mindset you want to, because you're pulling out whatever this emotional reunite was, you're letting go of it. You're letting go. You're letting go of what no longer serves you. You're letting go of what no longer serves you. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing, because you're now walking away with pride. Your emotions are still attached. So you're letting go of this emotional thought process, yeah? And you're moving away, you're walking away from some emotional trauma. Let's just say, instead of turmoil, I said it now, trauma. And 0707 come up, so that might be a lucky thing for you. So I'm now going to get 3 angel numbers out for you. Nope, they're not. I think that one will come out. They're being a bit unruly today. Right. Oh, 202, we have compassion. So it says mercy, diplomacy, potential, service, recovery, adaptability, renewal. It's confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs, I said about beliefs, didn't I? Your belief system, your beliefs are correct. But it's also encouragement to use your talents and gifts because they will benefit the world and your pocket. You know, I said about I'm going to be a millionaire, yeah? Be of service to others and potentially enormous. Your potential is enormous. So there we are. Your potential is enormous. And this is what I was saying with the turtle. Okay, you pay attention to the details, you let go of what's going on, and then you keep your stories hidden right in the back of your shell so that when somebody else is going through a period of time like you had been through, you can pull that story out, teach somebody and help them. And we have 0404. And you know how I said about the tortoise and the hare? Yeah? And, well, the turtle is slow as well. They sort of like... I'm getting Nemo effect now. Where you go, hey, dudes! Like that. And they just slow swim until they hit a current. And then it's fast. They just calmly go unless they hit a wave of water that's going really fast. Sort of like Portal. So we've got 0404, slow down. Balance, power struggle, force, vigilance, hope, authority, ancestors, restlessness, low vibrations, warnings. This is why Virgos pay so much detail so that they can avoid all this strife that's going on. So that's why they slow their thought process down and let go of things that no longer serve them so they can walk away. So it says, pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings and your physical health. Don't freak out, it's just a warning to be careful and awake to the avoid any future situations, communications clearly that keeps healthy boundaries. And that's what I feel about hair. Okay. You're taking out the thought process that someone give you. And I'm getting kind of a narcissistic energy here. So you're letting go of the reunite. They want to reunite to connect, to sap the energy out of you again. Yeah? But because you're a Virgo, you're paying attention to the details. You're paying your attention to the details. You're watching everybody. And you're really got it into your head and you know what's going on. So then that you can walk away from anyone that doesn't deserve you. You're now walking away in peace and calm. And then we have 1221. Taking intuition. Taking intuitive. I would say intuition, but it says intuitive. Change optimism, joy, communication, messages, good news, expression, high vibes. So when we were in low vibes, yeah, we were paying close attention to what these people said to you. You know, you're not good enough. You're never going to be good enough. When are you going to sort this out? When are you going to do this? When are you going to hold down a job? When are you going to get a house? You know, when are you going to get a boyfriend? Forget that. Forget that right now. Yeah? Because you've done that work now and you're moving on. Yeah? So you're not in this low vibrational warning signs anymore. You're quite high and vibration. Your feelings are sort of like, yeah, leave these little people behind and I'm flying off and making new people. Work with what you have and it will get you places. Count your blessings and acknowledge your dear ones. If you find inspiration and figure out the way forward, you might also get some good news soon. Wow, I think Turtle Spirit is telling you to slow down. Slow it down. Pay attention to details. Teach others also what you've been through. But then while you're teaching them, you can fly away from what no longer serves you. But you must teach people where you're going, what you did. And if they take that on board and that resonates with them, it may help them. So now I'm going to get on to your celebrity spirit. Right, so I've got the other cards over this side so I can look at them while I'm doing this spirit, celebrity spirit deck one. So what the celebrity spirit's got to tell us. Right. Heath Ledger. The show must go on. And I'm getting a little bit of Freddie Mercury here. And Freddie Mercury, I think, is Virgo. So the show must go on. What masks are you putting on? I feel like there's a masking going on. And I feel like there's a bit of a joke going on with this. It's been going on for too long and now it's a joke. And I think you're thinking, okay, I'll walk away. Yeah, but I'll play it cool. So that they are the joke. So the show must go on. You're watching the show go on even though you've walked away. So, and I feel like a lot of, because of the light and the smoke here, I'm feeling a lot of hot air around this. And I get the saying, this is no joke. This is no joke. Okay. But the show must go on. I'm getting Freddie Mercury and the song, The Show Must Go On. Sorry about my singing. I can sing better than that, but the husband's asleep and I don't want to wake him. So, also, that might be something about your dreams as well. The show's going on in your dreams as well, which might go into mindset as well. So, I'm just going to get your Labyrinth cards. What do they have to say? And there's 3 already. So we have the Page of Poles. So we're now taking action on this person because the show's still going on. And if anything, I think we're having the last laugh. Because I feel you've now got a young way of acting. Whether you're young or old, I feel like you've took on board this young way of acting with passion. And I feel like you're ready to bite. But I think this is why the turtle is saying slow down. The show must go on. So the celebrity spirit is saying the show must go on, but slow it down. Okay? Slow the process down. Okay? And act young, playful. Act on it. Acting on it is good. Then we have, the 7 of wands, not wands, swords. So we had the 10 and we had the 8 of cups. So emotional thinking, maybe you might be walking away from emotional thinking. We did say that in the other one. I think they're saying the same. Act young. Oh, excuse me. Act young, but keep a wise mind, perhaps. Keep a wise mind. Slow it down, keep a wise mind. Because you've actually now done the work of letting go of this person. So now you've got to act as youthful as you can now. Yeah. But with that play and that act of play, have a wise mind. Be due diligent. Is that the word? Due diligence? Something like that. We've got the 8 of Cups again. But this time it's reversed. So yeah, you're walking away. Yeah. But also there's still some emotional turmoil you've got to let go. Because yes, you're walking away, but it's very, very hard. You're finding it very, very hard to walk away. You know you've got to walk away. You are walking away already. But there's something still stopping you or blocking you from feeling your emotions and that at the moment. And I think it's because they're dragging it out. You're not dragging it out. You've already gone. I feel like they're trying to drag it out now. And you're flying away, but they're trying to pull you back. And I've just seen a little bit of dust flying past. Just a little bit of dust flying past them. So I'm going to get you some angel numbers. We've got 4 angel numbers for some reason. So, yes, 666. Slow it down. No, they said slow it down, 0404. The reason they want you to slow it down and have compassion and taking intuitive, yeah, it's because they want you to reflect. 666 is not a bad number. Everybody thinks 666 is the devil. Maybe it is the Joker. 666. However, I feel you have to do this reflection and it will well, while they're trying to emotionally bring you back, yeah, you're reflecting on what they did to you. You're reflecting on it. So love, affection, passion, kindness, attention, self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how relevant impact how you feel. This is on the change of how relevant your ideas. You need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assumptions, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to help feelings and use them to help you become a better person. Well, I was saying that in the other reading, weren't I? I was saying help others when you're feeling at your lowest as well, because it will help. It will help. So then we've got 0707, compromise. Self-awareness, forgiveness, professionalism, empathy, and tenacity and freedom. So this is what I've already said. Let go of what no longer serves you. Okay, stop holding on to grudges. And I think this is what you're now doing by flying away. Stop holding grudges. Express your emotions, which I do feel like you're doing. And 1 minute I feel like you're expressing them really well, but because people are trying to manipulate your thoughts and your feelings, that's why I think the turtle is sort of like, take it slow and pay attention. Take it slow and pay attention to the details. Okay. Express your emotions and aim towards a compromise. Where there is lack of understanding, it's best to just move on. And that's what you're doing. If you can't compromise with them, then you're moving on. The truth will set you free. Yeah, so I get the feeling you feel like the person that has done this to you is a joke. Yeah? However, I feel at the same time they feel like you are the joke and trying to do everything in their power to switch it around onto you. This is why I was saying I was getting kind of narcissistic energies. Lucky shifts. Hope, love, peace, hope, optimism, transferring responsibilities to others, progressing, creativity. What did I just say about their transferring what you think of them to you, back to you? That's transference. Pursue your goals and get what you want. It will provide wonderful benefits for you and the other people you hold dear. Your ability to communicate or improve it. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time, which may make it easier for you to interact with the broad circumstances of individual. So yeah, sorry about that. I do have dyslexia, so sometimes I do find it hard to read stuff. But I think what they mean here is you're now changing your lucky streak by walking away from whoever has done wrong to you. Right, so yeah, so I feel like you've already walked away. Sorry, I just had to stop the film there because something happened. So yeah, you're walking away. You've already done your work, what you needed to do. But I feel like now there's so much opportunity out there for you now because you've done what you need to do. So pursue your goals. And I think this is why you're walking away, because you're moving to something better. I feel like you're moving to something better, and it's going to be very creative. And I just got a ding then. So yeah, I feel like you're moving forward. Hold your vision. Yes, and that goes really well with this card and this card. Hold that vision. What did we say earlier on? The show must go on. Your show is only just starting, so it's going on. But I feel like the others are putting the show on as well. So I feel like there's I'm still getting kind of a narcissistic cycle, and they're trying to still pull you in. It's like a circle. They're trying to pull you in, and you're saying, I'm not having this. The show must go on. So it's going to keep circling and circling and circling until somebody breaks. So this is why I'm getting... And you know at the end of the song where they say the show must go on, and it echoes, go on, go on, go on. It echoes. It's a bit like that. They're an echo in your mind kind of thing, and you're trying to release that by having by slowing down and paying attention to the details. You are now sort of like starting to see what's going on. The show must go on. So it says manifestation, abundance, money, dreams, vision and prosperity. So I feel that while you're doing this and you're giving people the stories that you've been through and you're still going through, you might be making money of this. And I'm getting a therapist as well. Maybe your goal is to be a therapist, but I'm getting a therapist kind of goal here. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration, sorry. Where did I get that from? So maintain your concentration and on the outcome of desire. It's time to put your faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals. Well, we just had that in the other card as well. With all the right must. You have such a beautiful courage and brave spirit. So there we are, Virgos. I think what these celebrity spirit is trying to say is put on a show. And it's 10:10 when I said that. Put on a show for them. If they're that foolish to see the show and take it as gospel, then that's their problem. That's a them problem, not a you problem. Okay, I'm now going to go on to the angels now and see what the angels have to say. Right, so I've got the angels here. Let's see what they've got to predict or say, or messages. Now these on the back are blue, and I started coughing, so I'm wondering whether they're trying to stop your voice as well. So we have Angel of Winter. I worship this guardian angel by accepting and embracing my intrusive soul. Okay, so I get the feeling with this, there is some tears being shed because you thought this person was quite loyal to you. However, you're now starting, and I don't know how open-minded you are, I feel like you're going into a sort of awakening. I don't know which awakening because there's several awakenings, but it's like you're going into awakening right now of what's going on around you right now. Like they say, the show must go on. The show must go on. I've got that one. And that one. And as Freddie Mercury said, I think on last thingy, you're a legend, darling. You're a legend. And I'm getting Mrs. Osborne as well. So yeah, I'm getting Sharon Osbourne. Fabulous. Fabulous. So we got the Nine of Wands. So I feel like you're letting go of certain boundaries and limiting beliefs now. But you're still a bit wounded by what's going on. But I feel like you're letting go of your boundaries now and you're opening up. Not to that person because you can see the show that they're playing. But I feel like you're letting go of your boundaries and letting people in to help you now. And with these people, yeah, 0303 just come out then. With those people, they can help you. Then I've got the Five of Wands. And I think you're changing your action. Instead of being burdened, I feel like you're pushing against the burden. You're opening up to people and actually turning around and saying, I'm not carrying this burden anymore. So I think what's happening, there's still a cycle going round. They're still telling you, yes, come back to me, do this, I'll worship you, I'll do this and that and the other, yeah. You're letting go of the burden and putting it back onto them. So it's like a affinity symbol. So they're trying to give back to you. 0404 just come out then. They're trying to give back to you. You're giving it back to them. It's like a return to sender. Have you ever heard about that spell, return to sender? So whatever comes to you, you can return back to them. All you have to do though, if you don't want to hurt them, is say, I give it back to them with love and light, no harm done. That is always key. They're hurting you and they're meaning to hurt you. You're not meaning to hurt them. So you're saying give back with love and light and no harm done. And I feel like this will let go of money worries as well, because I get the feeling that this kind of sort of like some money, something about money, and 0505 has come out now. Something about money is changing up in your life. And there's been a bit of a dispute or an obstacle, and I've got a ding. There's been a bit of a dispute or an obstacle about money. But I think that's now starting to release. because the 10 is all about completions. And when I said about something about the 10 of Pentacles, 0505 come up. Big changes are happening with your finances. Oh, we've got 10 and 10. That's 20. That's the World card. Things are turning out in your favour. Money and burdens are being turned around into your favour. You're not going to be burdened anymore, and you're not going to be financially strapped anymore. Things are turning out in your favour. You've changed. You've shifted. There we are. Yeah. 0110. Belief systems. Go after what you want. Unique. Destiny. Inspiration. Talents, gifts, appreciation and gratitude. Now, I think this is what's happened to you. You're now shifting and letting go of boundaries to let people help you now. I got the feeling you didn't want anybody to help you, but because you've slowed down and paid attention to the details and see what kind of show that they are performing you, which isn't a very good one. So now your belief system is changing. You're blessed with talents and skills that makes it easy for you to stand out of a crowd. Embrace and make your difference. That's your path to success. Your dream will come true. So there you are. You're looking onto the show. You are the show, but they're the show as well. But their show is a lot worse than your show, because your show is gaining success. Their show is being relayed back to them. I do feel like this is a tete-a-tete kind of thing going on at the moment. Yes, great shifts. 1122, great shifts. Potential growth, spiritual development and meditation goals, oneness, connection and contemplation. First, focus on the positive challenges. Organising due to your effects. Then expand your horizon, permit yourself to something new, so that more positive shifts in your there's more positive shifts in store for you. The world around you changes in your favour. So there we are. I said 10-10 in the World card. I'm getting the World card. So I'm getting the feeling you've gone through the very, very lows to balancing it out to the very, very high. And now I'm going to quote something from Sacred Knowledge Tarot now. She's a very, very brilliant tarot reader on here on YouTube. So if you want to go and see her, it's Sacred Knowledge Tarot. She calls it the Nike swoosh. So 1 minute you're plummeting down, and then all of a sudden, you know the tick bit of the Nike swoosh? You're piling up again, and then you'll have another Nike swoosh again. It's a bit like peaks and troughs. So you're going on the very, very high of your trough. Of your peak, and then your trough again, and then your peak again. where you'll have more success. And every time you keep going in a trough, you'll gain wisdom and learn stuff and tell people about that wisdom and learning stuff. And then you will go higher again and you will reap the rewards of that. 1818, willpower. Achievement, success, striving forward, prosperity, go-getters, encouragement, luck. And it says, wow. Significant events are on the cards for you. So they're on the way. Show must go on. They're on the way. You will proceed in your endeavours and gain new experiences. What did I say? You have to go through that trough. You have to go through that trough to peak through your successes. The right people and sources will be put on your path. And this is what I was saying. You're now opening up. You're now opening up your belief system and getting people to help you. And this is where your success is coming from. An excellent proposal or change is coming up. You're destined for greatness. You're destined for greatness. So, Virgos, take it slow. Pay attention to the details. Let the show go on. Let them do whatever they got to do. Because your show is now being successful. Okay, Virgos, I hope you enjoyed this spiritual message for you today. I thoroughly enjoyed doing this message today. So if you're new here and you liked what I did today, subscribe down here. Click the notification bell on all. And tick that like button. Tell more people about me. And if you're a fellow subscriber here, 1313 just come out. If you're a fellow subscriber coming here, please come next Friday and we'll have some more tarot readings for you. I'll see you again on Friday. Bye.